Ex-director of U.S. Air Force UFO study says they know what UFOs are in his very last interview. What do you think they are? Can we truly expect government to provide us with any sort of truth and transparency given their track record of deceiving? A film released in 2020 by director James Fox titled The Phenomenon explores the extraterrestrial UFO issue, navigating the long-standing cover-up and global mystery involving unidentified aerial phenomenon. The film features multiple interviews, including one with Colonel Robert Friend of Project Blue Book. It was his last interview before his passing. Friend was the director of the U.S. government's Project Blue Book, a decades-old program that investigated the UFO phenomenon. Some would consider the modern-day version of this program to be the U.S. Defense Department's newly launched program, the Airborne Object Identification and Management Synchronization Group, AOIMSG, according to them. Now, incursions may, by any airborne object into our SUA pose safety of flight and operation security concerns and may pose national security challenges. The Department of Defense, DoD, takes reports of incursions by any airborne object identified very seriously and investigates each one. And you can see a portion of Friend's interview where he suggests that the Air Force closed the Blue Book program because they knew that these objects were below. He does not mention exactly what these are. No doubt they are interesting expression on his face. Unfortunately, many people are losing trust in their government and their ability to provide transparency. We live in a world of secrecy, and the UFO phenomenon is a great example of that. Furthermore, when governments do claim to be telling us the truth about major events or phenomena, are they really? It's getting harder to navigate truth in a world where information warfare is at its peak, and those who question information provide evidence that counters the official narrative that government provides can be labeled as nut jobs. Now, the government claims to be investigating the UFO phenomenon, but perhaps that's just all smoke and mirrors, given the fact that many people from within these programs have been speaking out about the phenomenon over the years, and these stories suggest something far beyond the official explanation of "we don't know what these objects are" is known. The quote from General Nathan Twining, U.S. Air Force, back in 1947, he said, "The phenomenon reported is something real and not visionary or fictitious. The reported operational characteristics such as extreme rates of climb, maneuverability, partially in roll, particularly in roll, at the actions which must be considered evasive when sighted or contacted by friendly aircraft and radar, lend belief to the possibility that some of the objects are controlled either manually, automatically, or remotely," he said. Now, this was originally from ex-director U.S. Air Force UFO study says they know what UFOs are in his very last statement, published on The Pulse, and it's on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.